Welcome to NFL Playoff Showtime, guys. We are down to the final four. Championship Sunday, Buffalo, Kansas City, Washington, Philadelphia. I'm here with Jason Guido. Jason, how's it going, man?
What's up? Good morning. How you doing, Mike?
Man, I'm doing good, man. That's it. We're down to the final four.
The final
And
four, the last they always say it's the last football Sunday for the real fans because everybody watches the Super Bowl. Most of the people that watch it don't even care about the game, but this is the big championship Sunday. So this is the last big day for football this Sunday.
yep, that is so true. When it comes to Super Bowl, everybody's a football expert. Everybody wants to tune in.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing is, a lot of people are just tuning in for commercials and the
Yeah, I
halftime
know.
performances. So, but
I've never watched the halftime in my life. I don't even know. I couldn't even when the Giants won the Super Bowl. I couldn't tell you who was in the halftime. Maybe Madonna one of those years. I don't even remember. But yeah, I don't watch all that.
I stopped watching the halftime show performance for a couple of years now. But I like the commercials and just the game in general because I'm a movie
So
person, so if I'm always tuning in for trailers and things like that. So, but anyways, let's get down to serious
yeah,
business.
let's go. Let's go.
Um, Washington versus Philadelphia. NFC East battle. Both teams they split in the regular season. Philadelphia took round one. Round two, Washington they came back in a thrilling victory. However, Jalen Hurts did left early in that game
Right.
to an injury. So, but one thing that Philadelphia has to keep in mind is that you have to be very careful with Washington in the sense that they're very dangerous when it comes to crunch time. They're fearless when the games is tight. So if you're Philadelphia, you got to be alert of that. And one of the things we gotta watch is Jaden Daniels going up against Philadelphia's pass defense. Philadelphia's pass defense, they did okay against the Rams in my opinion, but that's a matchup that I'm looking forward to watch. Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, they had to show up. This is a game they had to show up. I understand that Jalen Hurts he had concussion problems, but
Right.
these last few games, he hasn't blown me away. So this game he has to show up. This is his second championship game appearance. This is the first one for Jaden Daniels, but Jaden Daniels he doesn't give a damn. He cares about taking his team as far as possible. Like
Right.
we said before, Washington hasn't been here since 1991.
Mm.
So I think that Philadelphia will win this game not by a blowout, but I feel like it will be a tie one. Saquon Barkley, we know he's gonna do, but if you're Washington, you gotta think to yourself, we gotta make Jalen Hurts beat us. Take it from there.
Yeah, no, right. So Washington, we know they're playing with house money. I mean, they upset Detroit and they're only 6 point underdogs and the way they've played offensively and defensively, they could pull the upset and beat the Eagles in Philadelphia. Uh when the Eagles played the Rams last week, a lot of those games on the East Coast had the weather affect them. You know, the Rams turned the ball over. Philadelphia, and then that's sometimes the difference in the game. I don't think the weather's going to be. I know it's going to be cold. I don't think there's going to be any snow, as far as I can tell from today, being a couple of days out. But that's always a factor, the weather. But again, both teams could run the ball. Jaden Daniels could run the ball himself. Hurts could run the ball when he has to, and that's what he's known for, running and throwing also. And I mean, I want to go with I want to say Philadelphia is going to win, but the rooting interest for most of the country is for going to be for the Washington Redskins / Commanders, and for them to go to the Super Bowl. The first time since 1990. Well, the games they say 91, but the games were played in 1992. So that was when the game was played in January of '92. The last time the Redskins won the Super Bowl, but and then take it from there.
I think the reason they say like that because most games are played
Played
before the year, so they count
right.
more to 91.
It's
But it's
confusing though
football's
because
weird.
if you ever
Football's
look,
weird in that regard.
yeah, because if you ever look up, like if you want to go and look up like the 1991 championship, it'll come up the New York Giants or it'll come up
Yeah.
the Washington Redskins. So it's odd. You're like, what do you? I don't understand. So you have to see when the game is played. They go by the year before. That's what they're going by. The season when the season starts. That's how they named the championship game.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
But yeah, so
I
is
mean,
Barkley.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if Washington wins either. I don't mind either or teams winning. In my opinion, the Buffalo Kansas City game is the true Super Bowl game, in my opinion. But like you said, Washington's playing with house money.
Yeah,
So
no,
Washington's secondary, they need to have a very good performance against Philadelphia if they want to win. Jaden Daniels, he can commit turnovers. Philadelphia, Jalen Hurts, he can't commit turnovers because look
right.
what
That's
Washington did to Detroit
exactly.
last week. So
Right.
they forced 5 turnovers, and I believe 3 of the 5 were interceptions. So if you're Philadelphia, Jalen Hurts, you got to be very careful with that Washington secondary.
And I've been also had I have to give them that credit. The Washington's coaching staff has been tremendous this year. I think that they come in really well prepared. Um, they don't try to do too much. They preach, don't turn the ball over, run the ball, throw it on when we have to throw it. Play smart defense, and it's really shown through the season and the playoffs. So to this point, anyway.
I'll predict Philadelphia winning this game 28-23. What's your score?
Oh, I'll take Washington in upset 26-25. I like that.
I like that. I like that. Oh, fair enough. I like that.
uh,
Now we're down to the big one. This game will be at 6:30. Buffalo versus Kansas City. This
yeah,
is
it's
their
it's
fourth
really hold on, Mike.
matchup.
It's really the whole country versus Kansas City for a rooting interest. You know that, right? A lot of fans they're down on Kansas City because of what we're going to discuss is all the calls that they have. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah, that's been talked about for days. Those controversial calls against Houston. But Allen, Mahomes, this is their ninth meeting overall, including regular season. 4-4, 4-4. But Josh Allen is one
Right.
three against Mahomes in the postseason. This, in my opinion, is Josh Allen's legacy game. You can say that arguably his legacy game. In my opinion, it is. This is a must-win game for him. This game right here, it has to be one of those games where you got to get over the hump. You had Michael Jordan who got over the Detroit Pistons in his fourth try. Finally got
True.
over the hump.
Right.
You even have the Tampa Bay Bucks who got over the hump over the Philadelphia Eagles in the early 2000s. So I feel like at some point, a very good team has to get over the hump. And I believe that for Buffalo, this is their moment. But it's not just Josh Allen; it has to take the whole entire team,
Yeah. No. Of course.
to beat this juggernaut of Kansas City Chiefs. So Tom Brady, Joe Burrow are the only two guys that were able to knock off Patrick Mahomes in the postseason in January, especially on the road. So Josh Allen, can he be that third guy to do it? Because he's gonna. So far, the critics, they're gonna say, you're still number two if you can beat Patrick Mahomes. So this is Josh Allen's time. He has to perform. He has to win. This season, he only committed 8 turnovers, which is a career low. This is a man who barely makes mistakes, so he can't start doing it now. So Buffalo Bills offensive lineman, you got to protect him. I feel like in order for him to have success in this game, he has to do two things: release the ball fast and not commit turnovers.
Yeah. So, and that's even something we should have mentioned with Philadelphia having the go back to the Eagles real quick that they have one of the best offensive lines in football. But yeah, so this is again, Josh Allen could only do what he could do. He'll be able to throw the ball, not turn it over. But you have to catch the ball, you have to run, and you're gonna have to play defense too because Mahomes and Kelsey will hook up. They have Hunt the running back. They'll be able to run the ball, get themselves into multiple scoring opportunities, and then it'll be on the Bills' defense to also, help the Bills win this AFC Championship game in the end, along with Josh Allen, of course, throwing touchdowns in the red zone.
The stakes are very high. They're very high for this game. Like I said, this is the Super Bowl, in my opinion. I feel that whoever wins this game will win the Super Bowl. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. Um, I have Buffalo winning this game 31-27.
It's funny because I was thinking around the Bills will score in the 30s too. I think I'll say Buffalo like 35, and I'll take Kansas City with 30 points. I think that they're gonna pull up the upset. The only thing that I'm worried about is, are we gonna have a lot of calls in the game? I mean, are they gonna let them play, or are we gonna see the usual? And this is not just with Kansas City. That's something I noticed in a lot of football games in the playoffs where one team's down, there's 2 minutes left, they have 3 timeouts, and there's a pass interference or there's holding, and the officiating is more towards the offense, and it puts them in a good opportunity to win the game or tie the game at the end, and that either happens or doesn't happen. But I would like to see a game where the best team wins. You have to call the penalty. I understand whatever you see you call, but I always ask for it to be even. So that's all I'm asking for, and hopefully that's what we'll see Sunday. And the AFC champion will be a true champion, not somebody who got a call 4th down and long, and they got a pass interference, and they put them at the 1, and they win the game by running the ball. That's what I want to see, a fair game.